Okay, let's get it. Let's get our trade on. Let's do this. Monday morning, June 3rd. Jeez, it's June. Summer's here. Okay, so let's see what we got going on here. We're gonna put our 0 DTE butter on, butterfly. So let's go over to the option chain. We'll go to where am I at? Okay, here we go. So we'll go to those 0 DTEs, which is June 30 today, June 3rd. Let's go down to the calls, at the money, analyze by trade. Ooh, analyze by trade, butterfly. Okay, let's take a look at that. So this is our real money butterfly that we put on every morning. And right now we're trading at, the SPX is trading at 52.90. So let's change this middle strike to 52.90, and then we'll go, this is a 15-point wide butterfly. So we'll say, for the upside, we'll say 53.05, 15 points away. And below, we'll say 52.75. There it is. And we've started to scale up, so we're at 2 contracts now. So there's that. And that's looking pretty good. Let's look at we're going to put some snow tires on this beast. Snow tires, I usually go around like $80. And then I tweak them in. I get exactly what I want. Okay, so there is the first looks at the snow tires. So the call, we want to compensate a little bit on the call side, because the call side could cause problems. I mean, the call side tends to sag more on a move up than the downside. So I say, let's put this sucker on. Let's do it. So here we go. Okay. I'm going to say confirm and send. What price are we getting this at? $4. Oh, there's $3.90. Oh, there's $3.90. Let's see if we can get $3.90. Oh. Okay, there's 4. Probably have to come up. Now, if you were like a professional trader, you could sit here and wait for it to get filled. You wouldn't be chasing price like I'm always chasing. Just take your time, sip your coffee. Am I going to get filled on this? Probably not. Those market makers. Oh wait, that's the wrong way. Come on, guys, give me my... While that's working, let's take a look at our trade here. I think I should get filled. Oh, there, I just got filled. Okay, let's put our puts on right away. Let's make it a move down. Let's see if I can get it in at 120. Which is kind of expensive. Okay, I got in those at 130. Let's take a look and see what we got. So yeah, I got the butterfly at what? At 4? 405. 405 and 130. 405 and 130. Okay, so there's our trade so far. Let's look at our call side now. I can dig it. Let's see here. Okay, so let's get in on these guys. These are all calls. Let's see if I can get 95. Usually I can get like 5 cents below what these calls and puts actually show. Okay, there we go. 95. So we got 95, 130. 95. So we got it at 95. 95, 130, and 405. Is that right? Yeah. Okay, there's our position. There we go. We're off and running on that. Now let's I'm going to watch this for just a second here. Let's see if we get any. There was some news or something at 7 that kind of moved the market around a little bit. So let's look at what we got here. We have a theta of 1,000. All right, about 1,000 on theta. We're slightly positive delta. Or vega. We're positive vega. Oh yeah, I was going to try to see if I could put one of these orders on. Like, I was going to try to do one order with one of these puts or calls. I think Thinkorswim allows you to make a custom order with 4 legs. So the butterfly makes up 3 legs. So I would add one of the snow tires as the 4th leg. Probably the one that's the most in profit, so I get out of this whole trade altogether. That would be a lot less stressful than trying to get out of the butterfly and then get out of the call and then get out of the put. So I may try that on the way out, on the exit of this trade. Okay, so there's our position. Let's throw on some of these paper monies real quick. So same date, we'll go down to the calls. Let's put on analyze by trade. We'll say butterfly. So in this part of the day, at this part of the morning, I just throw on a bunch of different paper trades that we monitor. We've been monitoring since we started this project, of different widths. So like there's a 5 width. The market's kind of moving around. And I'll say analyze trade. And then I'll do another one at 10 points wide. So we'll say 85, 95, and 75. That's 10 points wide there. Boy, this thing is moving around. And let's not forget our real money trade. Let's just keep an eye on what's going on with that. It's looking pretty good. Okay, so let's put our other paper money. So we have a 5-point wide butterfly as a paper money. We have a 10-point. We have a 15. Let's just use the 15 that I'm already doing, right? The live money one. Why not? So then we'll do a 20. It'll create less work for me. So we'll do a 20. So it's at 90 now. So 20 below is 90, 80, 70, and then 20 above is 110. Okay, so there's the 20. Here is let's do the 30. Or do I do a 25? Maybe I do a 25. There's the 25. That's not right. That's not 25. 90. 15. That's the 25 right there. Bella? What's going on with you today? Are you going to school? Oh. So this will be the 30. Okay, there's the 30. Now, let's not get too distracted. Let's look at our real life money trade and see what's going on with this. Thing's really jumpy today. Okay, so where are we on these papers? I have 2 more, I think. So this is the 30. Yeah, so 1 more. Analyze trade, and this will be a 40. So these are our paper trades that we just monitor throughout the day. Just can I get an idea of how they settle, how they move in comparison to each other. Let's lock that 40 in. There's our 40. And there we go. Okay, so that's it. We're off and running Monday morning. I'll check back in a little bit, keep my eye on this thing. I'm going to go grab a cup of coffee, and I'll see you in a few minutes. Testing. Okay, here it is. It's 7:53, and I got so wrapped up in this trade that I forgot to turn the recorder on. So I just closed that trade out, and a couple of cool things here. So let's back up. First of all, let's look at, so these are the filled orders right here. So this is the trade. Here's the butterfly. So these are all closed now. The trade's closed. We had 405 to get in, 130 for the puts, the snow tires, and then 95 for 2 call tires. I mean, snow tires on the call side. So then I put one of those orders in I was talking about. I was trying to see if I could, like, so I'm not like, running around trying to get rid of the butterfly and then we get rid of the calls, the snow tires separately. I created just one order here, which is the butterfly. Let me turn all these back on. So here is the trade we had on. You can see now there's about like 50-ish, $80 on the snow tires end of it. So what we did was I just created an exit order, like a custom order, to get rid of the butterfly and the call or put with the most value in it, which was the put at the time. So that custom order looks like this red one. So here's the butterfly. It's just selling out, and right here are the 2 puts. So that's just one order. So these are all going to go to all together, right? Instead of the butterfly by itself, and then I got to run over and take care of the put single, the snow tire. Then I got to run it back over and take care of the call snow tire. This is, I think Thinkorswim only lets you have a maximum of 4 legs in these custom orders. So the butterfly is 3 legs, and then that put is the 4th. And that went. It seemed to go without any problem at all. And I just figured out where I wanted to get out at by ticking this up and down, watching this straight line. And so that was a success. And then I immediately went and I got rid of the 2 calls. So we're out of this trade for a total of $20, which is better than a break even, better than a loss on a big move down. So we had a nice big move down this morning. You can see how far outside the tent we are now. We'll see now. Look, let's see if that actually holds. So right now it looks like we could get a profit of 170-ish potentially, which would be better than what I got. I'm gonna go cry in my soup. No, I'm fine with it. I mean, once it gets outside the tent is where we make our money on these, inside the tent. Once it gets outside the tent, it's just most, at least the way I'm looking at it right now, is outside the tent, it's just a matter of getting out as quickly and smoothly and cost effectively as you can without going below zero. Try to go ahead and get your $100 profit or whatever your profit target is, but I'm willing to take zero. I'm willing to even take like less than my full stop amount, which is minus 100. So in this case, had we held on, we could be potentially getting out at about $100 now, which would have been nice. But I mean, we don't know if it's going to keep going down or not. So once it's outside the tent, I'm able to get out for any kind of profit whatsoever, which is what I did right here, $20 on it. I'm a happy man, and that's how the cookie crumbles on this one. So this one was a $20 win. Let's look at where this trade would be without the snow tires. Right now it would be, right now we would be at a loss of 300. Yeah, around 300, a little over 300, 330. So that's cool. I'm cool with that. I can dig it. Again, this is sort of an experiment. The first time I tried to create one of these custom orders, I wasn't sure if it was going to, first of all, if it would get rejected, which it didn't, and then it would take forever to fill it because it's kind of a weird order, right? I don't know if that really matters or not. It's not like your standard order. It's kind of a weird combo there. But it got filled quickly without any issues. So I think that's what I can continue to use now. And again, let's see where we would have been at. So right now, we could probably get around $100, I think, 50 to 100. We got it at 20. That's fine. That's cool with me. All right, so that's it for this one. I'll come back in like a half hour or so. I guess we could do it real quick right now. Let's go ahead and check on these others, these paper trades. So here is the 5-pointer. The 5-pointer, we're way outside the tent. You know what? I'm going to pause for a second because I got to deal with another trade here. But I'll just come back and do these as soon as I'm done with that one, or like in half an hour. All right. Okay, that was a false alarm. Here I am again. Let's go through these real quick, these paper money trades. So we just closed out the real money trade for $20 profit. Let's look at our paper monies now. So here's the 5-pointer. You can see we're outside the tent, down $30. So we had a nice little down move this morning. Here is the 10-pointer. We're down 45-ish outside the tent. The 15-pointer is what we just closed. We can take a look at it here. Here's the 15-pointer. And this is down 140-ish. Okay, so let's go to the 20-pointer. 20-pointer is outside the tent with a loss of 260-ish. Okay. Here is the this is the what? Which one is this? This is $25. This is a 25-pointer. We're like right on the edge of the tent, but we're underwater. 300 and we're down 380-ish. Here's the 30-pointer. 30-pointer is outside the 10-ish, and we're down like 500 on that one. Again, these are all paper money trades. These are just like tracking trades. I'm just tracking these different widths to see what, if any, major differences in these widths. So this is down 6. This is the 40-pointer, and this is down 665-ish. Okay, and then let's finish off by going back to our trade, our real live money trade that we just took off. So here is the trade. Well, here's the trade without the snow tires. We'd be outside the tent. We're down about $300, 250 to 300. With the snow tires right now, we're showing a profit of 166. So that's nice. So you can see how this line is raised up. With the down move, there's been a pop in volatility, which takes this pink line and pushes it up. So that's the nice thing to note. On the upside, I don't think that would happen. On the downside, it will. And it may not happen all the time, but it's you can see right here it happened today. So look at that thing. So we're still moving down, and we got a nice profit in this. Had we held on, but there's no coulda, woulda, shoulda in this game. We need to be satisfied and happy. Don't look back. Don't look back. So let's take a look at. Well, that's the trade. So we got out at 20. Whoops, that's the wrong one. Okay, so we got a $20 profit. I guess let's keep watching this and see what we could have gotten, just to make ourselves feel really bad and really dumb. It's up to, I bet maybe definitely 100. We could have gotten 100 out of this, maybe 150, and maybe 200. I bet 150 though. So the last couple of days, there's been these big moves, and the snow tires have saved us. It saved our ass every single time. So thank you to the snow tires. All right, I'll come back around 10-ish, 10 or 10:30 for the mid-morning update and just check on all the paper trades and everything, and I'll see you then. Here we are. It's Monday, June 3rd, about 11 a.m. California time. This is our check-in on our paper trades, our 0DTE butterfly paper trades. First of all, let's look at the one that, this was the real money trade for today, which we already closed down for a measly $20. But hey, I'll effing take it, as my Uncle Ed used to say, compared to what it could have been. Look at this. So this is the butterfly without the wheels. This is it would be down 270-ish, minus 270 without the snow tires. With the snow tires at this point, we would be down about 50-ish, 50 or 60. So that is the 15 wide. Now let's go to the others. This is the 5 wide. 5 wide's currently outside the tent, down 44 bucks. The 10 wide is outside the tent, down about 100 bucks. We already looked at the 15, which is the live money. Here's the 20. 20's outside the tent, around 445, 450-ish. This is the 25 wide. This is outside the tent, minus 649. So this must be the 30 wide. 30 wide is outside the tent, and 803, minus 800. Again, these are all paper trades. These aren't real money trades. These are just tracking trades. We're just tracking how these react to different widths of the same butterfly trade, just with different wing widths. So here's the 40. 40 would be down 1,059. So that's that. Let's go back to look at the real money one. So the real money one, this is the real money trade we placed today, 15 wide, and we already closed this out for a $20 profit. It just blasted outside that tent right away. So we came out with 20 bucks on that. Right now, if there was no snow tires at all in this trade, it would be down to 60-ish. And then with the snow tires, it would be a little bit of profit right now. You can see this droop coming in. That's not good. We don't want to be in there. We want to get out of these. If they pop outside the tent, we need to be really on alert. And listen to that. Are we at war? I guess that's a helicopter. What's going on? So if we pop outside the 10 on these, we don't want to be lackadaisical. Is that the word? We don't want to. We don't want to take our time. We want to get out of that thing as quick as we can, because these things are going to start to this droop will start to droop. You can see right here that this would be an unacceptable droop. It'd be better than a full loss, of course, but we want to try to hit that within our stop loss limit, or break even or profit if we can. That's the plan. If we pop outside the tent, just get out, get the F out with as much as you can, and don't dangle around. All right, so that's it for this one. We'll come back at the end of the day, final looks, settlement, see where everything winds up. See you soon. Okay, here we are. It's Monday, June 3rd. The market just closed, and we're doing our last looks. Our last looks and settlement, the settlement look. And just as a quick sneak peek, here is a test 0DTE2 trade I had on today, where I got some heat. I got into some trouble on this, but due to the kung fu moves, the secret kung fu hiya karate moves, I was able to wind the trade out with a 0 loss. You can see right here, wound up with this position with about an hour left. I morphed it into this, so I lost absolutely nothing. I got rid of that loss. I didn't make any money, but I didn't lose any money either. And it was a rough day for those trades. Had it been version 1, it would have been painful, but thanks to the karate hiya kung fu moves, I was able to bring it back to break even, and not only that, but leave this lottery ticket. So if there was like a big down move at the end of the day, like in the last hour, I could have made up to 500 bucks here in this little pocket. So worst case scenario was break even. We wound up break even for the day. If there was a big move down at the end of the day, we could have got 500 bucks. And that ain't too shabby compared to what we were dealing with today with this trade. So that's just a sneak peek. I'm getting some good feedback on that, ironing out all the wrinkles, getting the thing set, hopefully be ready soon. So now let's go to our final last looks for today's 0DTE trade. So the 0DTE trade, first of all, let's look at the money trade we did. We did a real live money trade. Oh, look at that. So the SPX came back. It was way down there earlier in the day. So this is when we just look at the last looks. We look at each of these positions that we monitored all day and see where it would have wound up at settlement, as if we put the trade on, but then we did nothing else. We just walked away and let it settle wherever it may at the end of the day. That's what this update is about. So this is the money trade, the real live money trade again, and this is 15 wide. Had we done nothing with this and just walked away, we would have wound up with a profit of 428. Now let's look at it with the snow tires on. So with the snow tires on, we would have wound up with a loss of $13. So basically break even on that. Now let's look at the 5-pointer. Here's the 5-point back in the tent at the end of the day. This one would have wound up with $276 in profit. Here's the 10-pointer. This would have wound up with $661. That was almost a pen. Here is the 20-pointer. 20-pointer would have been 641 bucks profit. This is the 25-pointer. This would have been $781 profit. Here is the 30-point wide. This one would have wound up with a profit of 901. And then the last one is the 40-pointer. The 40-pointer would have wound up with a profit of 1,016. So they were all profitable if we had just let them, if we had just placed them and then let them run without doing anything to them all day long, just let them settle. So that's always interesting how we can get enough data here. We can see, like, if that's even a legit strategy. It seems to wind up inside the tent more than I would think, which is interesting. So let's look at our Excel sheet real quick. Okay, so here's the Excel sheet, and we're going to do the full report today. So let's copy that. I'll come down here. This is June 3rd, June 3. So these were all losses. So for the morning, these were all losses. Midday, they were all losses. Oh, I forgot to do those today. Darn it. I'm getting old. I just totally forgot about that. So we'll just leave those at 0 then. Let's okay. So you lost, and then there were all wins at the end. And then we did a live money trade, which we'll put right here. 15 wide. Okay. So let's say, oh yeah, scaled times 2. Okay. So let's look at them again real quick. So let's go back to the 5. So the 5-pointer, the total risk was 65. The 10-pointer was 180. 65 and 180. 65. This column here is the risk in the trade and each of the widths. The 15 wide, we're just going to use the real money trade we did. That was 15 wide. So this is 405, 405, and then the 20. 405 and 700. 405 minus 700. Okay, the 25 wide. 25 wide. Okay, the 25 wide is 90. Yeah, that's 25 wide. So their total risk on this is 1060, 1060 and 1440. 1060 and 1440. 1060, 1440. And then the last one is the 40 wide. The 40 wide, the total risk was 2325. 2325. 2325. Okay. So the morning session, they were all at a loss. We had that big move down. And at the end, they were all winners. So let's get the total dollar amount they would have settled at. So let's go ahead and go back to the 5. Oh, let's look at, yeah, so this is the 15. The 15 was 436. Had we done nothing and just let it settle? 436. Now let's do the 5 and the 10. So here's the 5 wide. This would have been 276. 276. This is the 10 wide. This would have been 661. We already got the 15. Let's go to the 20. Here's the 20. The 20 would have been a win of 641. Is it the 20? Yeah. 25. 25 would have been 781. 781. Now we're looking at the 30 wide. 30 wide would have been a profit of 901. And then the 40 wide, the last one, would have been a profit of 1016. 1016. Okay. And then these are, I forgot to do those. That's the standard deviation ones I forgot. And then the winner today was 15 wide. The total risk on this was, is that right? 405? Wait a second. Did I only do one contract today? I'm sure I did two. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, so there's the two contracts. So the total risk on this was 810. 810. We won 20 bucks, 20 big ones. 40 minutes. Whoop. 40 minutes. So this was, I'm just going to put a note. Like, where should I put that note at? Let's put it here, outside the tent. Outside the tent. Outsize the tent. Let's just forget the return on that. I mean, it's nothing to write home about, but I'm just curious. So we made 20 bucks. $20 divided by the risk of 810. That's a return of 2.4%. Hey, not too shabby. No, 2.5. Actually, that's not too shabby for 40 minutes. But usually we're up there around 10. We bailed early on this one because of the big move. The snow tires saved us. So let's put in 2.4% right here. 2.4%. Always wind up with 2%. Okay, so there we go. That's that. That's it. That's it for today. All right, so we'll come back tomorrow. See if we can get one of these full wins on. Come on, the last 3 days we've pushed outside the tent really fast and really quick, and the snow. If we didn't have the snow tires, it would have been not fun. So thanks be to the snow tires. All right. So also, if you guys are trading, if anyone out there is trading a similar strategy to this one, either the same strategy or just slightly like a variation of it, just put in the comments below, like how you've been doing over these last couple of days. These last couple of days have been kind of wild, big moves. And I'm just kind of curious to kind of get the pulse of whatever everyone else is doing, how they're handling these moves, and exactly what kind of a trade they're doing too. Like, just kind of put the details of the trade I'd be curious to see that. That'd be cool. And other than that, if you'd like to follow me on all my trades, just make sure that you're subscribed to my YouTube channel below. Hit that subscribe button. Also join me on my website. I'll leave a link to my website in the description below. Head on over there, sign up for my free email newsletter. As soon as you sign up for that, you get a welcome email from me. Just reply back to that welcome email, and I'll reply back to you, and we'll go from there. All right, that's it for today. See you next time.